Blackkklansman is an otherwise good movie, but some of the things that slows it down is the utter speeches that persons like a big man Stoke Carmichael, later named Kwame, did. He had like a 20-minute speech that was pretty annoying. Then you have Mr. Alec Baldwin doing like a inspirational white power speech in the beginning of the movie. That was a little bit funny, but a little bit unnecessary. They could have cut like 5 minutes of his intro in there because all he did was talk about what they call MLK, Martin Luther King, which was a little bit funny. And they have one of my favorite Denzel Washington children, which is, of course, he's playing in this movie, and he did a phenomenal job. He did his thing. And he basically teams up with a very non-religious Jewish person to pretend that he's a white Aryan who joins the Klan, which shows you the benefit of, being passing as a Jewish white person or etc. Or the benefit of not speaking Ebonics because the Mr. Denzel, he was actually, he was coursed in the whole King's English and shit like that, which made sure that he sounded white. So yeah. And one of the things I like is there was actually a person named Rob who, of course, collaborated with this movie, who was actually in the Ku Klux Klan. And since he knew proper English, of course, they thought that he was white. And there was even this little scene where he was talking to the actual David Duke, who said you can tell a coon apart from a white man by how they pronounce the R's. Like a white man would pronounce it R, and the black person would pronounce it as RR, like RR, you going to give me that chicken? And speaking of David Duke throughout the movie uses terms like America first and country first, only for the end of the movie to show actual footage of David Duke and the whole South Carolina, I think Charleston rally and shit like that, where David Duke says that Trump personifies, or shall I say represent, all the belief systems of white supremacy. So yeah, that was very interesting. Now, if you have 2 hours and a quarter or a half hour in your day to see this movie, I would suggest doing it. It's a pretty good movie. A little bit bogged down by them actually including like whole entire fucking speech segments. And then you have, of course, torture segments where the main white character, who I like to call alt-right bro Ren, the guy who's playing like Kylo, he is also partly Jewish, and they try to do a Jew detector test on him and shit like that. And there's a segment where they deny the Holocaust, and he's trying to say, well, if you have like people who are the pests and who are like all greedy and freaking leeches, why wouldn't you kill them? Like, a little bit strange, but overall a good movie. Check it out. It's very historical and pretty nice. And the only thing I kind of dislike about the movie is it highly suggests it starts in the early 70s, because they do references to like Superfly and Shaft and all those good movies. But the timeline is set in the 1979, when the Black Panthers were waning and shit like that. And I think afros were coming down a little bit. But hey, overall, a pretty good movie. Check it out. This is the Flag YouTuber. And that's all I have to say about this movie. Peace out, guys.